We've got a very special unboxing to do. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. What's up, cretins? Welcome to Primetime Bitches. My name is Chris. I am the only person talking horror on the internet. We had to drop everything because we got this very special package in the mail. I'm sure you already know what it is. Ooh. Cretins and creeps, I was able to get the 4K Nightmare on Elm Street box set. Library edition, Amazon exclusive. You can have a look at the packaging here. I apologize for the reflection. You've seen me twice over there. Gorgeous, gorgeous work. Tons and tons of stuff here. Infinitely better than the Blu-ray box set. Let's open it up. Embossed. I'm one that keeps these things. And look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me show them all to you. Here we've got Wes Craven's original Nightmare on Elm Street. Digital code is for me, not for you. Sorry, I love you, it's mine. There's the inner packaging of part 1. Our certificate of authenticity. This was limited to 15,000 sets. I got 3,610. Really was hoping for that 1428. I'm sure that that's going to sell for bundles. Part 2. It's a very cool original artwork. And here's your inner. I know there's like a resurgence on part 2, and I like part 2 just fine, but it's always been my least favorite of the set. They tried to change the logic of Freddy. The Freddy lore doesn't work like that in any other film. I still watch it regularly, it's just my least favorite. My absolute favorite, yeah, I'm a Dream Warriors guy. It's just too good. So cool. Dream Warriors was just such a special film. Wes Craven came back to course correct after what they did in part 2. This is the whole Freddy Krueger idea fully realized. Like in the first 2, you dreamt yourself into Freddy's world. In this, they understood and played with the fact that people have different interests and people will have different dreams, and instead of you going into Freddy's world, Freddy comes into yours. And it's so much more invasive, and there's so much more than you can play with. This will always be a great film, but this film is this film when it's realized to its full potential. You know, part 4 for the longest time was the highest money making in the series. This, second to 2, was always my least favorite. Yes, there are absolutely cool parts to it, and I love Alice as a final girl. I love Rick and the whole "you little meatball" thing, obviously. But something about it just never landed with me in the way that the others did. Rennie Harlan could be the issue because maybe I just don't like him as a director, but I mean, he's killing it right now. Look at how great he did with those Strangers reboots. Honestly, this is probably his best work. Still a great film. Shit, I didn't show you the inside. Look at that. Part 5, yes. So much better than the theatrical artwork. A lot of people don't know that this artwork exists. New Line wanted Freddy front and center and more prominent, but this is so much better than this thing, right? All of the artwork to these things was amazing. Look at that. I think Alice is really underrated as a final girl. People forget that Alice is the only person that beat Freddy twice. Nancy faced off against him in part 1, and then she died in part 3. Oh, should I say spoiler? Jesse faced off on him once in part 2. Kristen Parker went up against him in part 3. She dies in part 4. Alice beats him in part 4. Alice beats him in part 5. We don't know what happened to Alice thereafter. If they ever did a legacy sequel to this series, I'd really like it if they picked up after part 5. But regardless, awesome flick, one that I've always loved. I believe it was the first one that I saw like right when it came out. I actually have vivid recollection of the advertising for this movie being outside of the movie theater that I used to go to. It was the first one that I was waiting anxiously for the new one to come out. Similarly, Freddy's Dead. Oh, they got Alice right on the back. Alice Cooper right on the back. What was I saying? Similarly, Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare is the first film where I remember the advertising campaign. I remember the commercials being on television. I remember seeing all of the people in the theaters on news broadcasts. Yeah, I actually stayed up and watched the news as a young child just because they were reporting on this movie. I remember how cool it was seeing the 3D glasses. And I remember how bad... Speaking of which... I remember how badly I wanted to go see it in theaters, but my mom didn't want to take me. I was too young. Still love you, Ma. All's forgiven. She actually bought me the DVD box set in like 2001. I'd like to think it was to make up for it. And finally, the first one that I did see in theaters, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Look at that. You gotta love that. This is a very cool movie. It's probably middle of the pack for me. I know for some people that's the best of the best, or at least top 2. Mine probably goes 3, 1. Freddy vs. Jason isn't in this box set. That's kinda lame, but that's my third favorite. Then I'll maybe go 5. I'm gonna piss a lot of people off, but Freddy's Dead right after that. Then New Nightmare, then 4, and then probably 2. And we know there were no other Nightmare on Elm Street films that ever happened outside of that. Though I do have to admit, my completionist mentality is a little bit upset that it's not in here. That's the inside of the empty box. This whole thing is fucking incredible. So it's got both the uncut and the theatrical versions to both parts 1 and 5 on here. That's very cool. And I'm gonna have to delve into the special features on each of these. I hopefully can get rid of that fucking Blu-ray set. I hate that thing. It's such an atrocity. Whether or not you're a horror fan, you're familiar with this film series, and this has a place in film history. Furthermore, I would argue that you can put this against any other film series. This has the least amount of diminishing returns. Every one of these films is awesome. It's mine. Finally. But honestly, so happy to have this as part of my collection, and so grateful to be able to get this proper huge edition. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta get to watching. So I guess that's gonna do it for today, creeps. Do all these things. Let me know what your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street is right over here. And as always, see them yourself, make your own decisions, remain critical, support horror.